Other guys. Um, so this video today, um, I don't have my notes and I don't have my notes or anything like that, so it's just gonna come off the top of my head today. But you know, I've been watching a lot of different stuff, a lot of different people, a lot of different podcasters and so forth in order to put two and two together. This is something that you can do as well. Um, but I'm going to tell you, this is an old, dirty, corrupt game that the White House is playing. Now, let me also just say what I say is alleged. What I say is for entertainment purposes only. But here's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is that you guys can go follow this, follow that, follow this person, whatever, and you can put this stuff together because it's really not that hard. At the basis of it all, we have the answer. It's just whether or not, it's how you put it together. And as for now, it's not it's not confirmed from one source, but at the end of the day, we're not stupid. Um, the White House thinks we're stupid. They think we're stupid. Uh, but there's a lot of intelligent ones of us. There's a lot of us who are not under this MAGA derangement syndrome, this Trump derangement syndrome. We see, we hear, we think, and we know. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking at, as I said, different podcasters and been able to put things together, especially concerning these Epstein files. I'm going to tell you one big truth. The truth is not, in my opinion, the truth is not going to come out of the White House. It's not going to come out of the White House. Them releasing the Epstein files is not going to happen. I'm not saying that they won't be released, but it's not going to come from the White House. Um, the White House is not in control of that. The White House has way too much to lose. American government has way too much to lose. Do you guys know, this situation is much like Diddy. It's really the same thing, except on a political scale. Instead of, um, it being singers and entertainers and so forth, and this big line of people, and who does Diddy know? Who was actually at the party? We know Diddy kept records. We know it was a secret society going on for a very, very long time. We also know and can figure out that, in my opinion, I've said it more than once, Diddy is just a fall guy. The real people that's really behind the scenes, um, they more than likely will never get caught. He's doing the time or whatever. We don't know if Trump gonna pardon him and all of that, but he is the fall guy. But he's not the main machine. Things are running through him through the machine, but he ain't the main machine. It'll never get out how many people was truly behind Diddy. Same thing with this Epstein files and all of this stuff. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I don't think Epstein was I think Epstein was a fall guy too. Now, I'm not letting him off the hook. He did dirty, disgusting, vile things. Him and Ghislaine Maxwell. Um, but he was a part of a big old machine. And this machine runs through the American political system. It runs through um, other countries. It runs through other countries. We are wondering why certain stuff is just happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we wonder why certain people are just all involved, all up in our business. Like, why is our president um, getting advice from sworn enemies? You know what I'm saying? Sworn enemies know the truth. Sworn enemies got sworn enemies got the information. And we keep wondering why and a lot of this also and y'all see I'm speaking in code, but a lot of this stuff is a big humiliation ritual. It's a big humiliation ritual, and the White House is being completely humiliated in front of the American people, and other people are sitting back laughing because they know that they're literally dog walking our government. Like they're making fun of it in their countries because our leadership talks big, talks a whole lot of shit, but they're weak. Very, very weak. It's like, we've all had these bosses who don't have no power at home, probably getting their ass whooped from their wife or their husband, whatever the case is. Children running all over them, nobody respects them, whatever. And so they come to work because they have a bigger position than you, a higher position. They may be your boss, supervisor, team leader, whatever. And they try to make your life miserable. And they try to throw their weight around. You know what I'm saying? To project uh, power, to project, oh, I can fire you, I can get you in trouble, I can whatever. And they're doing that because they not shit at home. And this is what's going on with our government. This is exactly what's going on. The ones in the White House ain't running shit. The ones in the White House have been appointed, put in place to keep this big lie going. And the one who helped, who helped put this big ass lie together, they did it because they wanted shit. They wanted stuff. Elon Musk wanted stuff. So he put a whole bunch of money in place. Elon got screwed. So he mad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say I don't think Elon Musk is 100% out of the government. I'm going to say that for sure. I don't think he is 100% hands off. I think he's still working behind the scenes. I really do. I really do. But he was getting so much hate. So he stopped. I don't think this feud between him and the White House is as deep as they're trying to make us think. Again, they think we're stupid. They really think we're stupid. But there's many people who put this stuff in place so that this government can be in control right now. There's a few people. And if you look at how the direction in which the ball is bouncing, if you stop trying to act like, you know, it's something that you know that it's not, and if you believe yourself, believe your eyes, believe your ears, you'll figure it out. White House is not in control. Our leader is mad because they have no control and that they are shown to be weak and a laughing stock. So they're coming out and they're taking it out on the people. They're taking it out on, and it's also an agenda. So it's two parts. They're taking it out right now on Washington D.C. Sorry, yeah. They're taking it out right now in Washington D.C. They're taking out a lot of stuff on Los Angeles because he just don't like Newsom. He just don't like he just literally being petty with Newsom. Washington D.C. This trial run of trying to take over, as I did a video, Black Leadership in Washington D.C. is a test trial run to see if it's going to work. Now, here's the other part. We got all the laws in place to fight against this administration, all of it. If those in Congress and those on the Supreme Court would do their jobs. They're not doing their jobs, many of them, because, again, this is a corrupt system. And a lot of people's names are on list. A lot of people's names. So they know if they don't play ball, they shit gonna be exposed too. That's what this is literally what this is about. This is a nasty, vile, corrupt game. And sadly, a lot of children paid the price for other people's sick, demonic sexual lusts, men and women. So it's a lot of people that have a lot at stake, so they're willing to keep their mouth closed. Just like I said, the same thing with that's going on with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? If Diddy were to release names and all of this kind of stuff, first of all, he'd be in a lot more trouble than he is actually in. Could be like we've seen in other instances that have happened. But there's a long line of political people who are wrapped up in this stuff that got a whole lot to lose. A whole lot to lose. And so they're going to keep their mouth closed. They're going to let stuff slide. They're going to let stuff go. They're going they're going, they're going to play ball cuz they want other positions. They want to stay in politics. They want to keep their jobs, you know. Now, if we Democrats vote right, it won't work. If everybody get up and get out and vote, we can vote them out. I don't care what they say. I don't care how they're trying to rig elections. I don't care. They're scared. They are running freaking terrified. Because it wasn't just the big, beautiful bill. It wasn't just that. They know they're done. They know their careers are over. They know investigations are going to start as soon as the Democrats get back in there. Yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene, we're going to find out how she got all these millions. And she just won. But it's a very nasty, scandalous thing that is actually going on, and why people are allowing these cover-ups to come, and why, just like I said, that our government is not pulling the strings at all. It's other people that's pulling the strings and that got all the power. And as I said, they are not here in America. Actually, I think they're a little spread out, but the main one that the White House is afraid of, main one that the White House is bowing down to and capitulating to, because they know they're the ones that got the actual power. So when they getting their finger in their face, and they getting nothing happens from these big meetings after the big talk, is because, yeah, the real daddy is over across the river, the pond. That's the real daddy. They can call Trump daddy all they want. The real daddy, his daddy, is across the pond. And we know who that is. We know who that is. And they're terrified. They're terrified because it's lies, it's corruption, and it goes all the way up the ladder. And again, as I close, I don't think these Epstein files are going to be released from America. Let me ask y'all this too, before I close. You ever wonder? I know you wonder why things are said from the White House podium by people. Oh, absolutely, this is going to happen, and blah 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 blah, and this is this, and tough talk and big talk and all of this stuff. Funny how all that big tough talk don't never wind up except for onto the American people. But the people it should be, you should be being tough with, you're not. You're tucking your tail. And we know why. But you ever wonder how all this big tough talk comes out of the White House, and then just like nothing, it's just completely rolled back. It's just nothing happened, nothing to see here. You go have a meeting and say that, oh, there's going to be severe consequences. And as soon as you get out of the meeting and get in front of the cameras, oh, well, it was a really nice meeting. And yep, real nice meeting. But you said there was going to be severe you talk tough. You said you didn't get in that meeting and get owned, did you? You didn't get in that meeting and get that finger at your nose, did you? Because that's what it looked like from the real daddy. He ain't my daddy, but he they daddy. And at the end of the day, it's all cover up. And don't you guys be surprised when this shit starts really coming out, because the little bitty leaks. That's why I'm telling you, I was able to put this stuff together. Little bitty leaks keep coming out. Are you wondering where these leaks are coming from? Every other day, new Epstein footage. Every other day, new pictures show, uh, you know, Leader and Epstein. New information coming out. Who y'all think? Are y'all stopping to wonder where these leaks are coming from? Are y'all stopping to wonder who's putting footage out? Like, it's not just magically appearing. That's what I'm saying. You have to use your eyes, your ears, and your brain. And you'll see this stuff is coming from somewhere. And they're leaking just enough to stay in control and to handle who they need to handle. And then they go, because they mad again, they go and take it out on us American citizens, and beat up on the homeless, and tear the homeless stuff up. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I really believe about that. That homeless stuff ain't gonna go nowhere. It ain't gonna go nowhere. It's gonna taco. It's not gonna go anywhere because, first of all, there's already been fights. There's already so many advocacy groups and everything that have fought already for years against jailing or imprisoning and um the homeless, and trying to put them in mental facilities. First of all, we don't have enough mental facilities. Many of them were closed down way back in the 70s and so forth. We don't have enough. We don't have enough beds in the jails to put all of these homeless people. You don't have enough. So it's just a bullshit bully tactic to scare people, to frustrate the American public, and to get your eyes off of the real thing that you need to keep your eyes on and keep talking about that they're trying to cover up. It's not going to go anywhere. They're going to inconvenience these people. They're going to, I don't know, brutalize them or whatever. You know, they're trying to take over these cities so they can send ICE in, so they can keep kidnapping people. That's what all of this mess is about. That's what all of this is about. We got to keep our foot on the neck, and we got to keep asking and demanding the files. Don't let it go away. It's all, everything else is nothing but distraction. But a lot of people got a lot to lose if this stuff actually really does truly come out. I mean, I don't know if it's all going to, I mean, it's like they're giving us little, like they're giving, you know, like they're tempting us with a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you got to put the stuff together yourself. But if you think and if you see and if you listen, you can put it together. You can put it together. It's not really that hard. You just got to believe your eyes. Stop listening to the bullshit that they're talking about and believe your eyes and believe your ears and believe what you see. If you feel it in your gut, it's more than likely true. More than likely true. Now, like I said, as I close, I don't know when it's all going to come out. I think we're all going to finally get the answers or a major part of it at some point. But I tell you what, the American government is going to fight like hell. Those who are in these positions. And I'm telling y'all, look to the top, top. That's capitulating, that is allowing stuff. Look to the top because that's where the corruption is, and they're trying to save their asses. They know they got stuff to lose. They know it. They got stuff to lose. So you guys, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Like I said, I was speaking in code or whatever, but I would, you guys are smart enough to figure out everything that I was saying. So hit the subscribe button, hit all notifications so that you know when I upload new videos. You guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. To the next video. See you next time.